So what have been my personal successes in cryptocurrency? Okay, because there have been a load of success stories. Bitcoin is one of them. Another one is Bitcoin Plus. In September 2015, Bitcoin Plus was worth 6 cents. And then as of a couple of months ago, it was worth $200. That is a gain of about 2,200. So essentially, if you put $1,000 when it was worth 7 cents and it has gone up times multiplied by 2,200, that is essentially 2.2 million. Okay, from 1,000 invested to 2.2 million. Okay, that is absolutely insane, but it can happen. But what are my success stories? Because I want to make this as, you know, as accessible to you as possible. There's lots of success stories out there, but what have I personally succeeded with in cryptocurrency? So my first major victory and success was with Ripple. This is how I got into cryptocurrency in the first place. And I didn't know a lot about crypto. And I had one of my friends on Facebook. They told me about it. They were like, guys, if you're not involved in cryptocurrency, now's the time to get involved. And I was like, yeah, what do you do? What do you do? And he told me how to do it. And essentially, I got in at probably the right time because this guy's an expert and he's actually a friend of mine. And he's an expert. And he said, this is going to go up majorly. I didn't expect for it to go up as majorly as it did. I made a 50 times gain on Ripple. Okay, it was worth about 0.007 at the time that I invested in it, and it went up to 40 cents. Okay, so I made a 50 times gain with that cryptocurrency. So essentially, with 50 times gain, if you put 1,000 in, that's 50,000 that you've made. Ha! That's insane. And this happened literally over the course of a couple of weeks. Bitcoin's my number one cryptocurrency. That has made me a 28 times gain. Okay, so I invested a lot of money when it was worth 5 cents and invested a bit more when it was worth just under 3 cents. And then it spiked up literally in the course of a day to $1.30, which meant that I made overall a 28 times gain. Now, I put in more than 1,000. But anyway, every $1,000 that you put in, that's gone up to $28,000 essentially. If you put 10,000 in, that's 280,000. Okay, if you put 100,000 invested, that turns into 2.8 million. So we are talking serious money here that can be made from cryptocurrency that you could never make in a savings account, and you could probably never make unless you're extremely lucky on the stock market. Blitzcash. This was one I made a few months ago. I invested in Blitzcash, a cryptocurrency that was based on the Stratis blockchain. I invested in this at 17 cents and it went up to $3.92 or something like that. So that's a 21 times gain, 22 times gain. So for $1,000 invested, 22,000. That is just unbelievable. And then B3 coin, that's something that I've invested in very recently. Now this was through staking. So I staked this coin. I bought 35,000 coins. I staked it, and basically they've got this rapid acceleration community pool in the B3 coin community, and it's turned my 35,000 coins. I've staked a load of free coins, and now I've got 1.16 million coins that have been staked, essentially. And this has made me a 14 times gain without the value having to increase. In fact, the value of B3 coin has decreased, but I've made a massive gain on my investment. And then Neo, one of my success stories, I called this out on YouTube when it was worth $4 only, and this then went up to over $45, nearly $50. And I have made a 12 times gain with Neo. So these are my success stories, and they are absolutely possible. Now this is CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is where you have a real-time snapshot of the prices of all cryptocurrencies. This is my Bible. I am on here every day to see what the prices are, and it's on my phone as an app as well. And another success story is actually Dash. Now, unfortunately, I didn't personally get into Dash. One of my friends did, and they said to me that I should consider getting into Dash when it was at $9. But at the time, I thought, that's really expensive. And at the time, I thought, well, Ripple is much cheaper. That makes it more appealing to me because I could buy more coins. But he said to me, around about January time, he said, get involved in Dash, right? And I wish I had. Because at the time in January, it kind of was fluctuating anywhere between $10 and $12. And it was really cheap. And then after that, it just absolutely skyrocketed. Okay, it went all the way up here to about nearly $400. Okay, $400. So that is essentially a 40 times gain. Okay, that is absolutely insane gains. Okay, so if you put $1,000, that turned into $40,000. If you put $10,000 to get the masternode at that time, that would turn into $400,000. Okay, so this is what I really kicked myself for missing out on. Okay, so this is another success story. Another one is PivX. This was a success story earlier on this year, well, 2017. And at the time, this was back in March. Again, a load of people were saying, you know, Superman, Michael, get in PivX. It was 4 cents at this point, and then it spiked all the way up to $4. So that is basically 100 times gain. So if you put $1,000 in when it was 4 cents, you now have $100,000. That is just kind of the insane money that you can make in cryptocurrency, and also the insane amount of money you can make in the short term. This went from 4 cents to $1.20 in literally the space of weeks. Okay, so this just goes to show how you can make serious money even in the short term with cryptocurrency. And again, one of my favorite ever examples is this one here, which is Bitcoin Plus. Now, Bitcoin Plus at the moment is worth $33. It's had some parabolic growth. Parabolic means there's symmetry in terms of it going up and going down. It looks almost identical, like a triangle. Okay, so this went up to over $200 at its peak. Okay, and that was back in the summer of 2017. Went up to $200 in the end of June. Yet, if you had gotten involved in Bitcoin Plus back in the earlier days, if you got involved in it around about September time, you could have got it for about 6 cents. There we are, 6 cents in September the 22nd, 2015. So this went up over 2,000 times its price since that point. So that is the insane amount of money you can make in cryptocurrency and why it's such a hot game right now.